he's ready to taxi. That was good timing. Good morning, everybody. The Emirates, the Emirates will be going in about an hour. And welcome on board, everyone. There she is. Next up is the Q80 C17, just taxiing along now to runway 07. It's 34 of you all tuned in. Hazel, good morning. Sam Thurlway, very good morning to you. Welcome to the live stream. Lovely to have you on board. Doing badly, thanks Hazel, just a little bit on the cold side. Senseless, yeah, it's going early this morning, mate. Ready for departure for the Korean Q80. Kevin Hawthorne, it's raining in Florida, is it? Oh well, some consolation. Air Force away. Very nice to see that C-17 here. Very, very nice indeed. And over to the Emirates, which is just in the process of its turnaround. John Kenneth Williams, hello mate. How's it going? It was a big shock about John. I haven't seen that news, mate. I've not seen that this morning. Kuwaiti Air Force is just being handed over to Newcastle radar. Lovely to see so many of you tuned in. We'll have the Emirates going in about an hour, and we'll also have a 2XL Aviation 737-700 going as well. Richard Bradley 2802. Thank you very much, mate. Oh, that's so kind of you, Richard. Really appreciate that, mate. That's super kind of you. It's really... Thank you very much for your kindness, mate. Really do appreciate that. Big shout out on the live stream, everybody, to Richard Bradley. That's a massive thank you. Really do appreciate that, Richard. Thank you so much, mate. Amazing support. Right, folks, I just need to plug in the power cable, which is a little bit wet, so this goes. Yep, it worked. That's okay. And try again with the phone. There we go. And again, a massive thank you, Richard Bradley, for your kind support, mate. Really do appreciate that. Super kind of you. Senseless is the 2XL carrying Newcastle United. I don't think it is. No, I think it's just positioning out empty. Otherwise, I might as well have just flown to. Oh no, it's a home game, isn't it? No, it won't have Newcastle United on board. No. Let's get some shelter on. Let's get some shelter from the rain. If that's possible. Another rotten day, McJillyface. Yes, it is indeed. It's another wet and miserable day, as per usual. Not to worry though, summer is coming eventually. Pretty sure it's forecast for July the 1st anyway. Not sure if we'll have any arrivals coming in. Richard Bradley, a huge thank you again, mate, for your kind support. Really do appreciate that. Super kind of you, mate. As you can probably hear, it is raining. It's a little bit on the chilly side. Right, let's have a look on flight radar. Time's just gone 1 minute past 12. Next arrival isn't actually for a little bit. Oh yes, actually, we have the KLM Sky Team livery coming in. That's coming in from Amsterdam. That'll be in soon. That'll be a nice one to see. Hopefully the audio and video and everything's okay. So Emirates is just getting loaded there. I held off coming to get the Emirates landing, just it was a little bit too wet, so just wait until there was a bit of a gap in the showers. And at the moment there is, but it is forecast to get heavy with rain later on, so we'll see what happens. You're drinking a hot rummy coffee to defrost. Oh, lovely, mate. Lovely. I am prepared today. I do have a I do have a cup of coffee with us, and I've got a sausage roll as well, so prepared and ready for whatever the day brings. Robert Hadfield, hello mate, how you doing? Great to have you on the live stream, Bob. Welcome on board, mate. Well, the wind is very, very gusty today, very strong winds, and it's been a stronger crosswind than I anticipated. I thought it was going to be quite light, but it's actually gusting up to about 34 at the moment. So yeah, it's quite strong. See from the windsock there. It is very windy. You don't think you'll go out today? Very wise, very, very wise. Yes, it is blowing a gale. We've got constant, heavy, repetitive rain showers at the moment, so just as you get over one heavy one, another one comes along. With the killer horses, weirdly, Bob, they have actually moved the horses. I don't know where they've moved the horses to, but the horses aren't here anymore, so I think it's got too muddy even for them. We might wait until springtime when the ground sort of settles down, and might come back then, but we'll see. We'll see. Very, very strong. That house, I would. But yep, it is a wet and miserable day. Probably reined in their enthusiasm. Oh, very good, Richard. Very, very good. I just need to dry some water off the lens, folks. Just bear with me. The only issue in these conditions, everything gets wet. Everything. Beluga aircraft, very nice, very nice. I saw the Beluga, the A300 600 Subatransporter was retired to Howardon last week, which was a shame. Foxtrot Golf Sierra Tango Foxtrot, I think it was. It's a shame. It's an amazing aircraft. It's had a fantastic history. Well, the rain's just started again, as you can probably hear. First flight was in a 747 to Los Angeles. When was my first flight? Well, I say not. My first flight would have been about 2003, 2002. An Air Malta 737 from Glasgow to Malta. That was my first flight. Still remember it to this day. Going with my mum and dad, and running down the jet bridge, seeing the Air Malta tail with the red and the King George cross on the tail, and walking into the cabin and looking at all the seats and everything. Still remember it like it was yesterday. Fun times, very, very fun times. I think we might have a BizJet departing in just a second, folks. Built in a dune in Afghanistan. Very good, Michael. Very good, Michael. Richard, your first flight was on a little Cessna around Blackpool Tower. Nice one. Very nice. Right, we've got our first BizJet just about to depart. Let's pan over to the south side. And it's Tango Tango Charlie Kilo, just taxiing. So next departure is a little BizJet just coming up. I don't think I'll need to backtrack, I might be wrong. Going to Carlisle, think for training. Oh, Daniel, yeah, that'll be it. Especially in this wind. Good day for training. Ready for departure. No backtrack check required. Julia, first flight, Britannia 737 in the 70s. Nice one. Very nice. Oh, sorry, folks. It's these LED lights. LED lights are just terrible for focusing in. Good afternoon from Seatonburn, Alan. Welcome to the live stream, mate. Lovely to have you on board. Massive thank you for your kind donation, Alan. It's very, very kind of you, mate. Super thanks for that. That's really good of you. Shuttle to... Massive thank you in the live chat to Alan Lee, everyone. Really kind. Thank you so much for your kindness, mate. Well, British Airways is clear for push and start. British Airways to London Heathrow. Stand number 3. That's the VA pushing back. See all the new terminal expansion in the background going on, all the work's still happening there where the lights are. Nathan, good morning, welcome to the live stream. Great to have you on board. Waiting for the British Airways to request taxi. It's an extension to the passenger terminal, yes. So we've got... dear. other engine just starting up now. Yeah, hopefully there'll be some more seating, and hopefully it'll have a decent view, because my worry is that it'll be the expense of like restaurants and cafes that go there and kind of price out the view for everyone. I know Burger King was in that top corner there, so I don't know what they'll do. We'll see. Might expand that, possibly. Hopefully. See, there's 92 of you all tuned in this afternoon. Very good afternoon, everybody, from Newcastle International Airport. We've got a bit of a stormy day here. Strong winds from the east and dry and persistent rain. So we've got Emirates departing at about 1:15. We've got 2XL Aviation 737 departing at about 2 o'clock. And we also have the KLM Sky Team livery, which I haven't seen in a little while. That's coming in to land from Amsterdam. That's on its way now. So that should be here very soon. Yeah, more than likely, but we'll see. You can see the workers are still working on it now, despite the weather. Oh, there's some... British Airways has a technical issue. So British Airways going to London Heathrow. British Airways to Heathrow has a technical problem, so they need 5 minutes just to try and resolve it. So they've just asked if they can remain in their position, hold position, and tell us just to prove that. So we'll see how they get on. Hopefully they manage to get it sorted. Just need to wipe the water off the lens, folks. There we go. Richard Bradley, massive thank you, mate. And as Richard says, folks, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button on the live stream, hit the like button, and subscribe if you are new. We really do appreciate that. Thank you so much, Richard. Really do appreciate that. So British Airways still just waiting there. Like I say, he's got a technical issue, so they're just holding short. Just holding their position until they can resolve it. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long to resolve, and then they can be on their way again. Right, so British Airways has to do a reset procedure, and part of that reset procedure involves them turning the engines off and then turning the engines on again. So they're going to switch the engines off and then switch them, restart them again. So hopefully that should clear the issue. On me. rain is turning this mud into like a quagmire at the moment. Spitfire RF100, hello mate, how you doing? Great to have you on the live stream, Spitfire, welcome mate. As you can probably hear, it's a little bit wet and windy. Yeah, not doing bad at all, thanks mate, not doing bad at all. Better than the weather, as they say. It's a little bit wet and miserable again. Doesn't look as though they're using the rear stairs on the Emirates today because of the wind and rain for the cleaners. I saw them go up into the aircraft using the forward jet bridge earlier on, so that may delay proceedings slightly because they're not able to get in and out of both sides, both the front and back I should say, and that just might slow things down with them only being able to use the front today. The British Airways A320 has just restarted one of his engines, and hopefully that's cleared their technical problem. They're just waiting to see if that works. Right, British Airways just starting engine number 2 now. The workers working on the roof over there in that wind and rain. I wouldn't like to be up there today. Would not like to be up there at all, even if you paid us. Dear me. horrible at the moment, dear me. Really bad. Well, it sounds as though the BA has successfully restarted his engines. Whether it's cleared the fault or not is another matter. Richard Bradley, you're right there, mate. You're absolutely right. Like I say, it's bad here, but I mean, over there, yeah, I would not like to be in that at all. Just going to give you a zoomed out view because you might not be able to see the showers otherwise. British Airways requesting taxi, he's ready to go. Cleared to taxi to holding point Alpha 2. British Airways is ready to go. Well, almost. There we go. British Airways A320, Golf Echo Uniform, Yankee Foxtrot, I think this one is. Heading back down on the shuttle flight to Heathrow. The Echo Uniform Yankee Charlie, my bad. Hill Train Spotter, hello mate, how you doing? Great to have you on the live stream. Welcome on board, mate. Shuttle 13 Quebec, fully ready. Clear to line up, runway 2, correction, runway 07. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. British Airways, clear for takeoff. Nicely done, British Airways. See that windsock there? Gusting, wind's gusting about 30 knots at the moment. So there's 157 of you all tuned in. Hello everyone. Just quickly wiping the water off the lens. There we go. KLM is half an hour away, due in at 5 minutes past 1. Q8C17 is just over, pardon me, over London. EasyJet from Paris Charles de Gaulle's inbound, A320, India November Delta. Got Jet 2 coming in from Budapest as well. Oh, that rain's just started heavier again. It's gotten a lot heavier. Dear me. Current weather here at Newcastle is 100 degrees, 16 knots, gusting 33. So it's not very nice weather. Not very nice weather at all. Hazel, you've liked and subscribed. Thank you very much. Many, many thanks, Hazel. So we should have the Emirates departing in around about half an hour, hopefully. Well, maybe about 45 minutes probably. Could be closer to an hour depending on how they get on. Like I say, the turnaround today might be a bit longer than usual, just due to the wind and rain, not allowing them to access the rear of the aircraft. You can see the steps are on, but there's nobody actually using it, so it's just one of them days where it's, you know, safety comes first, and that's what's safer to do. So our next arrival should be the KLM in about half an hour's time. Won't be too long. Looking forward to seeing the Emirates depart later on, actually. That'll be good to see. Especially as there's a slight crosswind as well. You know, it's funny when it comes to wet conditions and water sports, most people go to the beach or take up kite surfing or swimming, or me, I like plane spotting. There you go. Station was freezing, you never went back. I'll tell you what, the station would have a lot more shelter than here. Oh dear. Looks like the refueling of the Emirates has started, so it won't be too long. Again, where that refueler is out there on the ramp, I wouldn't like to wouldn't like to be stood there right now. At least he knows he's always got his warm cab to go back into, but even still, not the greatest. I often think with the airport, a lot of the ground staff roles are very under-recognised or underappreciated. You know, without the cleaners, the refuelers, the dispatchers, the airport rangers, baggage handlers, tow truck drivers, without everybody, without all those ground staff and personnel, you know, we wouldn't have the aviation industry that we do. You know, it's amazing the job they do. It really is, especially on days like today when the weather's appalling, and really is impressive. So I've got a funny story about umbrellas. Maybe not a funny story, but just a very sad and interesting story. But I bought myself the other month, just for doing these live streams, because obviously I do a lot of them in weather conditions like this. I bought myself a weatherproof umbrella, and it was really good for the first couple of storms that I used it in. You know, it did exactly as advertised, and then the last one that I used it in, it just completely tore apart basically. And what's funny though is I have a very cheap umbrella which I've had for years, and I've started using that again, and you know, currently the wind's gusting 33, and this poor little umbrella is still surviving better than than the one I bought, which was supposedly storm and windproof and all this, that and the other. I mean, it did last, a couple of them, and it performed okay, but you know, it did break. But yeah, quite interesting. Just gonna wipe some more of the some more drops off. There we go. Well, the cloud has lifted ever so slightly. There's a little bit of a gap. I don't think it's going to last very long, as the rain is still driving. Still absolutely soaking. You know, it's funny because it's not as cold as the other day. Daniel Slack, hello Daniel, how are you doing? Great to have you on the live stream, welcome on board. Brollies are like planes, yeah. But it just goes to show as well, you can pay for an expensive one, doesn't mean necessarily you get the best quality. So Need a little enclosed tent. I've tried one of them, McGilly, but don't actually well in Darlow. That was a 777 that was diverted to Edinburgh last week. Yes, Alpha 6. I'm not sure it was the exact same reg. I think it was the other one, not Echo Golf Charlie, and this one's Echo November Delta. Pretty sure. Well, they've removed the rear stairs from the Emirates, as you can see on the live stream. And just for some of you who may not know, it has just been brought to my attention that yeah, a while ago we had a little issue regarding trolling on the live stream, particularly in the live chat. It's just been brought to my attention by one of our very dear channel members, yeah, I just in case anyone's wondering, there was some trolling going on. You may or may not have been aware of it, but it was going on in the background, and yeah, we had this problem a few months back, and yeah, a couple of my dear channel members have just brought this to my attention, so thank you very much. Roll on the summer, McGillyface, absolutely. It's not going to be long now, hopefully, not going to be long at all. Alison McDonald, welcome to the live stream, Alison. Great to have you on the live stream, welcome on board. Do you know, I always look forward to the end of March, because by the end of March you've got an extra hour of light at the end of the month, and the days get a bit longer, and it's nice. Richard Bradley, KLM from Amsterdam, due in 14 minutes. Brilliant. Not long now. Looks like the Emirates should hopefully be ready as well. Well, it won't be long for the Emirates now, which is good. Loader is still attached at the rear, and still going to be a few minutes yet, but it's heading in the right direction, which is good. Looking forward to seeing this depart. Should be good. time are we on? We are on 12:54, so time is ticking away nicely. Got another hour to go until the 2XL 737 departs. Brought Newcastle United back home from Manchester last night after our I don't want to say humiliating defeat. It was a humiliating defeat in terms of the scoreline, but it was not a humiliating defeat in terms of the performance. The team, despite how many injuries we have and how many first team players we have out, the team performed amazingly. Created a lot of opportunities, didn't take them sadly. I think had they done so, it would have been a lot better. But yeah, it was a I must say, I was listening to the game on the radio last night, and I watched the highlights on YouTube, and it was one of those games where I listened to it and Newcastle were pressing and pressing and pressing, but when you actually watch it and see the opportunities they had, they could have easily brought the tie back to a draw against Man City, but they just didn't take the opportunities that they had, sadly. So yeah, bit of a shame. But this plane that's going in about an hour brought the Newcastle United team back home last night, and it'll be departing back out to London, I believe. John, welcome to live stream. McGilly, yeah, don't worry about it. It's like I say, it happened in another live stream a few months ago, and I've seen it on a couple of other ones as well, and the how do I put it? The storyline is always the same in each and every time, and it doesn't just happen on this stream. It's happened on other people's as well. So yeah, it's just, I wouldn't worry about it. It happens. Well, the KLM won't be too far away now. I'll have a cup of coffee once this KLM wind's just nearly blew us over. After the second goal, couldn't watch. Yeah, I know, it was painful. It was really, really painful. It was just one of those games that seemed to, like I say, they created the opportunities, they created the chances, they just didn't take any of them. But yeah, it was a real shame. It was a real shame. They put up a valiant effort. If the team had just sat back in defence, waited for Man City to come and, score a goal, you'd say, okay, fair enough. They didn't really give it their all, but they were on the front foot. They kept pushing, and they took the game to Man City, and just sadly weren't successful in doing so. A lot of people, well, I say a lot of people. Oh, is this probably just broken? Oh, I don't say the trolley's broken. Yeah, some social media experts, i.e. different ones on certain fan groups on Facebook, oh, should we get a new manager? Should we be getting these new players and this and that and the other? And the players' issue is a no-brainer, but again, it's going to take a little bit of time, get the right ones in, and yeah, that doesn't just happen overnight. So plenty to look forward to during the summer. Just need to wipe the water off the lens again, folks. Sorry if I'm disturbing the image. but there we go. Even as a Man City supporter, you appreciate how well Newcastle fought. Yeah, they did do very well. They took the game to them, but you know, ultimately, I think when Wissa had his chance, and Alanga and Gordon, and you know, you're creating chance after chance after chance, and you're not putting the ball in the back of the net. You know, some of Man City's defending was really bad. I mean, ours was no good either, but theirs was really bad as well. And Snazzy, no football, just planes. I can't do planes at the moment because there's none moving. Great to have you on the live stream, Snazzy. Welcome on board. But yeah, defensively, there were opportunities there all the time. Goalkeeping wise, Trafford was off his line quite a few times and coming out to make some yeah, distribution was a little bit dubious, but it was interesting. David Reed, good afternoon, mate. Can someone tell me where Yorkshire is, please? Keep going down the A1 and turn left, and if you get to Leeds, you've gone too far. Sorry to all the people in Leeds. Oh dear. McGilly, yeah, exactly. Fatigue. It's just one game after another. I mean, we've got the next one coming up this weekend, and Champions League as well in a week and a bit. So yeah, just constant at the moment. It's quite nice, but again, you do see the toll that takes on the players. It doesn't look as though Anthony Gordon might be playing for a while as well. Looks like he might be out injured, so yeah. Chris Lawless, hello mate, how are you doing? Great to have you on board. Great to have you with us, Chris. You join us on a wet and windy day, surprise! Right, I think KLM's just been cleared to land. Here she is. Oh, I need to get my hands sorted. One sec. Right. Here we go. Here goes the KLM. Nicely done, KLM. Nicely done. Whoa. KLM on final. Thank you, Richard. Yeah, we got it. We got it. Need to wipe some more of the rain off. Whew. Ah, it's chilly. It is chilly. KLM is just taxiing down now. Do you think Anthony Gordon was playing it last night? Yeah, we'll see if he's in the team. Hopefully it's nothing major. My only concern is that when Eddie Howe was asked about it on the in the post-match press conference last night after the game, he did express a concern about that injury. and generally he won't speak about it unless it's serious. So like usually if it's a niggle or something, he'll just try and downplay it. But he did mention it, which is worrying. But we'll see what happens at the weekend. See what happens. I say at the moment we're just hemorrhaging players left, right, and centre. And yes, Dan Burns back, but then you've got Tino Livramento coming back soon, hopefully, and other ones. But it's time, and we've got so many tight fixtures in that period of time. It's yeah, McJillyface, you basically said it. We don't need any more injuries. Yay! Emirates jet bridge is disconnected. Woohoo! Happy days. Right, Emirates is nearly ready to go. Oh, fantastic. I was going to have a cup of coffee now, but I'll wait a few minutes. It's that point where the jet bridge is disconnected, it's like, yes! Push and start. Yay, he's ready to go. It's good. David Reed, how will go to England in July? We'll get to them, be real champions. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I don't think there's anything wrong with our manager and our team in tatters. It is sad to see. It is sad to see. Yeah. There you go. You know what? I have Eddie Howe over Thomas Tuchel at the moment. Yeah. People keep banging on about the manager, and the manager is not the problem. Unfair PSR rules, which are being replaced this season, along with anti-competitive bidding for players, which is, you know, we've just seen a player sold for 20 million when his actual value is probably closer to 40 million in the transfer window. You know, Man City get them for 20 million, the same player comes to Newcastle for, you know, 50 plus million. The whole thing is just corrupt, and it you know, it just favours your top teams. It's been that way for many years, and it's not going to change even with these new rules. And people say, well, we need to earn more money, we need, you know, for profit and sustainability and all this, that and the other. And, you know, the fact of the matter is you know, you look at where those top teams are, you look at the income and revenues they're generating, and then you see a half-empty Etihad Stadium last night in Man City. You know, it's the whole thing's just crazy. But hey, there's nothing wrong with our manager. We need more players, we need more depth in the squad. But at the same time, you know, we've got to be in a position to spend money, and when you're not allowed to spend money, even if you've got an investor who's willing to spend that money, you know, it's ridiculous. There's the Emirates pushing. them. Good timing, just in time for the Emirates pushback as well. Great to have you on the live stream, Ken. Welcome on board, mate. It is horrible out here, honestly, it's absolutely horrible. I had someone comment on my video the other day saying, oh, you're just viewing at a viewing platform. I'm like, if I was viewing at a viewing platform, I wouldn't be muddy every time I went home. So, oh dear. Yeah, no luck with the weather, mate. No luck at all. Every time I get a good movement, it's just like, oh, let's have a look at what the weather's doing. Oh, it's raining. It's like, oh, no. Can it win? Emirates requesting taxi. Just after I put the umbrella away. Hacker, see you later on, Hacker. Great to have you on the live stream. To clear some of the water off the screen before the Emirates departs, folks. There we go. It certainly is, Chris. It certainly is. Hello, mate. Yeah, it is. It's a crosswind, yes. Yeah. a few photos. Big bubble boy. 777 power. Alright. I always love the sound of the GE90s as a spool up. Always fantastic. Absolutely. Says in the live chat, everybody, don't forget to share the video, hit the thumbs up button, and subscribe if you're new. It really does help. Thank you all, folks. Thank you all very, very much. Clear for takeoff. Wind? What wind? Yeah. Oh dear. Oh man. How are we gonna play in? Go to Thailand next month, that'll be good. That'll be very good. That'll be really good. Oh man, cool. Need to remove some of the water again. Oh, that was nice. That was very, very nice. Well, not long now till the 2XL Aviation 737 departs. Also should have a Jet 2 inbound soon. EasyJet, Ryanair and Jet 2 coming in shortly, folks. Not long now. Oh, it's wet. Wet, 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 wet. It'll be better than this northeast weather. Yeah, you're not wrong, mate. You're not wrong. It's just all the time at the moment. It's not even nice looking at the forecast. Every time you look at the forecast, it's just same grey, dingy and cloudy, and yeah, it's just miserable. Just miserable. Go after your live stream. Yeah, not jealous at all. Me neither. EasyJet from Charles de Gaulle in 11 minutes. Thank you, mate. Yeah, just tracking that on Flight Radar. Dry but strong winds in Alloway. Great. It was dry here before, mate, but it's sort of like Yeah, it's just been repetitive, just constant driving showers. My back is absolutely soaking. Just I've been standing with my back to the rain just to try and shelter the equipment with the umbrella and everything, but it's just persistent rain, really persistent rain. Right, in this gap I'm going to try and have a quick cup of coffee because I haven't had my coffee yet. I was trying to have a coffee before and then it started chucking it down, so I'm going to quickly try and get a drink now. Hopefully that's still working for everybody. Right folks, hopefully the live stream's still okay. Rain's died off now, yeah, it's still fairly strong. Right, lunchtime. For some reason Jet 2, 737 due in 13 minutes, brilliant. That gives me enough time for a cuppa. Even a sausage roll. It's funny, isn't it? I just opened my sausage roll and then the wind starts picking up ridiculous again. here comes our next arrival. Done. Oh man, not sure I'm going to survive to the end of this. Oh man, that rain's just 10 times worth. Oh man, that rain is bad. Rain is really bad. Oh. Worse than it was the other day. Sorry if I'm not speaking much, folks. Just trying to gusting 3.6 he's just said. Controls just said gusting 3.6. Richard Bradley, no I haven't, it's just the equipment's getting soaked because one of the waterproof covers just came off. Yep, good point, Ken. I shall have a look at that later on. I'll have a look, mate. Continental, it is. It's just when you think, oh, I could do with a gap in the weather, and you see a little bright patch. As soon as that bright patch emerges, yeah, it's not nice. Next arrival, Ryanair should just be about in. I make chili yet to say. Thank you very much. It's like I say, the main priority in conditions like this is always trying to protect the equipment. Try and make sure all of that is okay. Okay, next up should be the Ryanair. Woo! The dog just said no. Ours did exactly the same yesterday and the day before that, and the day before that. Just about made it. 28 likes to 150. Woo! Fantastic. Thank you, Ken. There we go. Keyboard warriors. Don't you just love them? Not. Yep. No. Despite me freezing cold fingers. Oh man. Right, next arrival just been cleared to land. I think next one should be the Jet 2 if I'm not mistaken. If anyone can confirm or otherwise. Oh. Nicely done, Jet 2. Good throw, yeah. He's just about in. Jet 2 from Hungary on finals. Brilliant, Chris. Cheers, mate. Oh. Mark, no go around snow. Oh, man. Well, folks, I'm not sure. coffee's nice. Oh, needed that. Oh dear me. Well folks, the weather conditions have got a lot worse and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to stick it for the 2XL 737 going. I did want to, but can't feel my right hand at the moment despite having thermal gloves on. Yeah, it's not so much being able to get a drink, mate, it's just trying to protect all the equipment. And at the moment, like I say, I can't feel my right hand, so I am going to probably end the live stream. It's that point where you try to get the circulation back in, it's just not working. Folks, I'm afraid I'm going to call it for today. Just like I say, it's freezing and wet, and it's the rain's intensified way more than I imagined. Right, thank you all very much for your live stream. Thank you for your support on the live stream, folks. Really do appreciate all the support again. Massive thank you. Unfortunately, I can't even scroll on the chat. I need to try and find some way of closing the live stream down safely without damaging everything. Big thank you. Yeah, my pleasure, mate, my pleasure. Like I say, it's just absolutely freezing cold. Yeah, weather's horrendous, and like I say, just the drive and wind and rain is just I just cannot feel my right hand. Actually, I will try one thing, which I haven't. Index. Yeah, that's yeah, the moment with the wind and the rain, like I say, I cannot feel my hand at all. But yeah, I need to get some circulation in. Okay folks, thank you all very much for your support on the live stream as ever. Really appreciate it. We'll catch you another one very soon. Thank you all very much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.